Don't tell your secrets.
Yo.
With the foot. Your secrets are safe for me. Giving you very Alicia Keys songs.
So hot,
songs
guys.
in the minor 2001. What up, y'all? Alright, so listen. Is Mercury in retrograde? Can we blame this on anything? Or is just life just fucked up?
No, this is totally life.
Okay, so here's the thing. It is now 2.
Get out of my face.
Out of my face. Out of my face. It is now 2:55. We did the show extra early this morning.
Very early.
Like some 10 o'clock.
Considering that it's Memorial Weekend and everybody's getting off at 12, so we decided the production in the studio should get off at 12 as well.
Exactly. We have great interns. You're getting so washed out.
I am?
Yes, because you want to be in the light.
Because this is weird. I feel like I'm on you and then I'm hot, so I'm trying to back up. All right.
I just want to put my hat back on.
All right.
Oh, I look like now Beyonce in formation. Look at the evolution of the black hat.
I can't.
I gotta find one more person. Now, who will wear it like this?
Who's calling me? Somebody's calling you.
I don't know. Let's focus. All right, so listen. So we did the whole show early this morning. For some reason, the video won't come up. It didn't record somehow, some way.
Mm-hmm.
But we record the video and the audio separately. So we have the audio from the show.
We do.
But there is no visual.
This is true.
This will be probably the first and hopefully the last Still Diverted podcast because we're not just going to waste a morning of shooting and prep.
Which is so funny.
Why are you screaming?
Because I just finished talking to him and I was like, yo, we need a mic. I was like, matter of fact.
You did say that.
I was like, matter of fact, I just want to be on radio.
Yeah.
And,
So, there you go.
and now we're doing a fake podcast.
Exactly, right? So, this week on the show, we are talking...
Look, you got the kids' alphabet. You think they want to see that? Move your body.
Got the kids' alphabet.
Like...
I'm going to teach you how to read today. No, alright, so... You see what I did there? We don't have to do a rundown because the rundown's already in the damn show.
Right,
So,
just listen to the show.
y'all going to see a bunch of random pictures of
Totally, yeah.
Tamar and the real as those stories pop
So
up.
hot.
And, more shit. So, if you skip this episode, we understand. If you listen, we understand.
We understand.
Either way, we totally get it. So, y'all be good. And
have a great weekend. Make sure you still follow me at DJ Madam K. And
we already did all of this in the show.
Oh,
see?
It's a habit.
You
it's
see?
a habit. It's a habit.
All right, so let's do this. Hey guys, what's up? It is Friday, May 27th. Happy Memorial Day weekend! Yay! Go out and put some burgers on the grill. Eat some tater salad, dance to Adina Howard. Freak like me in the backyard. Hey.
All right, let's get into it.
All right, so this week we're talking about, it's a fucking mess out here. It is so ridiculous. So Troy Ave has been arrested after that shooting at the T.I. show in New York City this past week. Just a mess. It's awful.
And as we can see now, like every single day, people have been talking about the real. Tamar Braxton has allegedly been fired.
Oh, you tried it. No, girl, you tried it. And just a quick salute to the class of 2016. The good, the bad, the indifferent. We'll talk. There's some highlights and some low lights. Let's talk about it. Still Diverted. All right, let's jump right into it. So this week, I think it was Wednesday. It was Wednesday. So Wednesday, T.I. was supposed to have a show at Irving
Wednesday
Plaza.
night, you're right.
Yeah. I know because a couple people from work went. Shout out to everybody that's still alive from my job, which is crazy to say it like that. But I knew like 4 people that went to the show. I'm just like, damn, like all of y'all, damn, that's so crazy. But Wednesday night, T.I. was supposed to have a show in New York at Irving Plaza. Mm-hmm. The openers of the show were, I think, Troy Ave. I heard, I don't know if this is true. What is the man's name? Oh no, I didn't write it down. What is the man's name?
His security guard?
Mano, that's what
Oh, Mano.
So apparently, Mano was another opener, or he was somewhere on the lineup, maybe just in the building trying to show support. Let me spit this cough drop out.
Unprofessional.
Sorry, I'm so sick. Girl, it's professional to come to work even when you're sick. That's what's professional.
We'll talk about that later.
That's why I'm getting a whole new look today. No, so what am I saying? Yeah, so apparently I think Mano was supposed to be one of the openers as well. Mm-hmm. What I'm hearing happened was there was some tussling, but there was some I bumped into your person and your crew, you bumped into the person in my crew.
Really?
That's what I heard. And now the two, entourages are, trying to get at each other, guns start being drawn, pops being popped, and so on and so forth. Now, the thing with Irving Plaza is everybody that was in the general audience, like an audience member, had to go through metal detectors. Mm-hmm. Which was the first thing that came to my mind, where I was just like, why does Irving Plaza not have they had metal detectors for the Bad Boy show, and everybody in there was like 45 years old because we're old and we like Bad Boy. But I'm just like, I don't understand why a place like Irving Plaza wouldn't have metal detectors.
Right.
But they did have metal detectors. It was the people that came in through VIP, backstage, artist entry that actually brought in the weapon. So now the video has been released of surveillance video of Troy Ave basically running backstage at Irving Plaza, busting guns at somebody. In the video, which we can't show you, but in the video, if you go watch it, there's like blood on his pants already. So some people are saying that Troy shot himself before he shot.
That's what hospital said too. Yeah.
Who?
The hospital. They were.
Oh, the hospital. I thought it was a person. This is what the hospital said. Some are saying that Troy shot himself before he started chasing these other people. Other people are saying that Troy got shot, and then he went to go chase after these people. Not no one. Somebody knows the real story, but we don't know the real story because we was not at Irving Plaza.
Well, in the beginning, I thought it was something that happened probably a few weeks ago, or maybe years behind. The fact that
like
now
beef?
that I know that it was just a tussle, and then guns
Well,
started.
that's what I heard. I don't know if that's true or not.
Oh, I personally have my own vendetta against Troy Avenue because I feel like he's not from Troy Avenue.
Okay, well that's your own thing that you got to deal with.
Right. That's why I said personal.
Would you rather be designer up there? Would you rather designer be on stage?
I don't even see any acts from designer or Troy Avenue.
Just like, I would like Little Kim.
But what I would say is that's true. What I would say is that I think that Troy Avenue, he has a lot of hate already. Like if you saw Twitter how they reacted, some people were just like, "Oh, you remember that time that you told my brother that he should die after he already, died?" And then remember that time that you said, Steez, that you a dummy for committing suicides? And it was just like all this stuff like he's done towards people that have already got them like in terrible attitudes with him. So I just think that Troy Ave has enough beef, and now that you're just ready to pick up a gun and start shooting, I don't know if he was retaliating or he's the one who started shooting. Yeah. But in general, like I think he just got to chill with like whatever like problems he has with people. Like he has to chill because he has too much. Because when you hear like a rapper getting shot and everybody on Twitter is like, "Oh fuck that," fuck
good
that nigga, like good for him. Yeah. And I'm just like, what? Like this is crazy.
Yeah. So one person died, 2 people are injured, and I'm just like, y'all gotta chill. Like,
and the person that died was a security guard who was only 33 years old. Right.
I'm just like, listen, I know it's summertime in New York City. The block is hot, but y'all gotta chill out here. Like, have to chill.
At the Irving Plaza, at all places, and if you don't know, Hillsong Church is. They do. Every Sunday, they have their, I was going to say performance, but it is a church. They have their, service at Irving Plaza and another place. But it's just like, dang, that's crazy. Now they got to come back to service on Sunday.
Nope, not doing that with you. Not doing that with you. Not even going there. So, really quickly, so last but not least, he was attempted for murder and illegal weapon possession. 5 shots were busted, and, T.I. tweeted, sorry to the family, and all y'all that had to run for your lives at the show, because... What the fuck?
Yeah, people were posting pictures of...
Because I would have been extra tight, because I wouldn't even have been there for fucking Troy Ave. I would have been there for T.I., so I would have been extra pissed off. Like, Are you fucking kidding me? Like, the opener, like, the intern is the reason why I can't see, the star of the show. Boy, bye.
Well, I do hope everybody's okay. Troy Ave.
Yeah, I hope those 2 people are in the hospital and they get better.
And the girl, too, as well, and the guy.
Yeah.
It's too much.
Alright, so let's move on. So, this story has been my favorite story of the whole week, but, of course, because... Little known fact, every time we do this show, their show is usually on in the background. So, I feel very connected to The Real. The Real is a show that I watch every day, and some shit has gone down. So, Tamar Braxton has been fired from The Real. It all started Saturday night, where Tamar posted this very cryptic message on Instagram, pretty much highlighting that somebody had stabbed her in the back. And
a friend.
Well, yeah, she said it wasn't my man or my sisters. And the long and short of it was, y'all got me fucked up, but God got me, and I'm going to be good always and forever. So, many were wondering, like, what is this
fucked
about?
Up, God got me.
Yeah, exactly. Well, she didn't say fucked up, because Tamar doesn't curse on social media, because she's so annoying. Okay. But that's neither here nor there. So she posts that picture. So the story comes out, a couple hours later from B. Scott. Shout out to B. Scott who broke that story because that was a real good look for him. That was a great look for B. Scott. But he broke the story saying that Tamar, was fired from The Real, and there was speculations from I guess the Twitterverse that Jeannie, Adrian, and Lonnie were the ones that got her fired because after the story came out, she unfollowed the 3 of them. She still follows Tamara on Twitter, but those 3 that she unfollowed.
Right. Even though Adrian did put up a post and say she did not unfollow me.
Well, she didn't follow you on Instagram, girl. But Tamar's not a big Instagrammer. Like, if you ever looked at Tamar's Instagram, like the pictures are blurry, like they're not cropped well. Like Tamar's just not into Instagram.
Oh, they meant follow on Twitter.
Yes.
No, I thought it was Instagram as well.
No, they're talking about Twitter.
Okay.
But yeah, so Lonnie posted a video saying that Tay texted all of the girls in the group chat like, "Oh y'all, I think I've been fired." Tamara wrote back first like, "What are you talking about?" Lonnie said she was taking a nap because naps are necessary.
Right.
Adrian is in Puerto Rico. Jeannie is in, I think, Singapore. So everybody's on different schedules, so on and so forth.
Right. So nobody responded to the text right away.
Except Tamara, which is maybe why she's the one that's still in the loop because, Tamar thought the girls were being shady.
Yeah.
I don't know. The long and short of it was, Lonnie said that, Tamar was, in promos for season 3, and, they were supposed to go to Essence Fest this summer, and there was a lot of things that were happening.
Set up.
Exactly, where it didn't seem like she was about to be fired.
Right.
So, God, this story has so many moving parts. Okay, so the main wrap of it is that there was a game that happened on the show called Pinterest Wars. Now, Pinterest Wars is a segment that is produced, or not produced, what's the right word? Sponsored? Not sponsored. I guess produced by, but whatever. But it's a segment produced by Pinterest. So Pinterest puts a lot of money into this segment, money into the show. So there was an episode, which I actually remember the episode once they brought it up, but there was an episode where Tamar looked so visibly like annoyed throughout this whole segment. And I'm like, what's wrong with her? But like you could see in her face that she just wasn't happy at all. I'm just like, what's wrong with this girl? So apparently that's the episode that the producers are talking about, and they were saying that there was reps from Pinterest on set that day, and Tamar was pretty much spazzing out because
on Pinterest
about
or the producer?
About the segment because they lost the game, which it seems real ridiculous, but to know Tamar enough as I know her through the TV, it sounds a little believable.
Okay, yeah, it does.
But like she was upset that that the game was rigged and that these producers. Not producers.
But who was it rigged for? For them or for the audience members?
Well, I think Tamar's just upset because she lost, which I don't.
Oh, she personally. Okay.
Yeah. So there's reps from Pinterest on set, and I think what it boiled down to is that they were like low key embarrassed that this girl was representing their brand. So Telepictures and The Real brought it amongst themselves to fire Tamar. Apparently, Vince knew for a couple of weeks that Tamar was about to be fired, but kind of kept it from Tamar. Whole lot of stuff going on with this story. Now there's a video that Telepictures is saying they're about to release of Tamar spazzing out on the set in front of the audience, and I'm just like,
I would like to see.
I would like to see too. Now I don't think Telepictures is going to release it only because it's going to look bad for their brand.
Their part, right?
But I would like to see that a lot. So, whew.
Right.
Where do we go from here? So,
with that said, I think Tamar has a lot of
growing up to do. I won't put words in your mouth.
But this is a lot of things that but we've talked about this before. And not us personally, like people who are just fans of Tamar or watch Tamar grow, our family, her sisters, Bishop T.D. Jakes. Like she's had several people talk to her about her attitude and how she has to change or she has to become more tolerant of other people's personalities as well. There's been several people that have to talk to her about her attitude, and it's just like, girl, you have to be more tolerant of other people's personalities as well.
On the reality show, Vince said, just last season of Tamar and Vince, Tamar said something crazy to Vince, and he was like, you need to watch how you talk to people. And she kind of brushed it off and blah, and we'll vent you. And I'm just like, girl, nobody wants to deal with that shit. And like I said, I obviously don't know Tamar, but if you told me she was a diva on set, I would not be surprised. Because and it's a double-edged thing for me, because I won't bring that into it. But it's a weird thing for me, because there's this thing about, Black women being very difficult to work with in Hollywood. So sometimes it seems almost too easy for like a company to come out and say that about, like a person, like, oh, she's difficult to work with, you just can't work with her. But in this sense, I feel like Tamar was probably very difficult to work with. Like, by far, no question about it. So
I don't degrade Tamar at all. I think that, she's worked a lot to get where she is now, but I think that her attitude definitely prohibits her from getting to the next level.
Yeah.
And that's something she has to work on personally. And I don't know how people just I think everybody around her they let her bypass.
It's that baby of the family syndrome.
Yeah.
It's that,
Yeah.
No, it really is, because even like her dynamic with like Tamar doesn't follow her sisters on Instagram, on Twitter, which says a lot. Like when you watch the show, you just see how Tamar is just so used to being coddled all the time. Like I think just being the baby of like 6 kids and growing up with a very privileged, I don't think they were privileged, but, growing up with a very famous sister like Toni Braxton, like she I think Tamar just has fought so hard just to be her own person, and I think within that she is just something that's just not right in that whole equation of the Tamar Braxton head, if that makes sense. So.
Well, we love you, Tamar. We just want to see you.
I'm gonna miss her on the show.
We're gonna see you grow, and a lot of people also say that who's gonna replace Tamar? Like, I love them. Like, there are people who actually like all that.
I could do without. I could always do without that.
I could do without that. I think that it's because there's times when we watch the real and you're like,
she's so. I said it to you last week doing the show. Like she is so damn annoying. But not annoying to the point where I want her fired from the show. Like, just annoying to me. I'm just like...
Just tone it down
like a little sister annoying. Like,
and I think
girl,
even
get
the
out
real...
my face.
If you watch the real, like, from season 1 to where they are now, like, I think they have grown.
They've come a long way.
Remember when they used to talk with each other and they used to interrupt each other all the time, like, as if they were at a slumber party?
Like,
it's like, no, this is a television show.
Like, this picture of them, and this picture popped up, like, after all these stories popped up. And I'm just like, Tamar with this blonde wig, and I'm just like Jeannie with the black hair. Like, these girls have come a long way, in, like, 3 years. So... Tamar, girl, I wish you the best. That second album did not do what it was supposed to do. I bought it, I enjoyed it, but the rest of the R&B community, and apparently Tamar, and the one last thing, and all these Tamartians, like, we're gonna stop watching the show. We're gonna support our girl. Like, y'all didn't even buy her album. Like, how much do y'all really support y'all girl? Like, I mean, I guess it's easier to flick a switch than to pay $11.99 on iTunes. And I'm just like, y'all didn't even buy this girl's album. So I'm just like, how deep are y'all in this love?
Yeah.
But okay, y'all, but.
Moving right along.
So, let's lighten this thing up a little bit.
Yay!
Big ups, big tings to the class of 2016. Brr, brr, brr. I can't do it too much. I'm going to call.
I was at my aunt's graduation this week, and somebody had the horn.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, ooh, I want that. I was like, brr, 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 brr. And I was like, yay!
More horns.
But congratulations to everybody who's graduated, who's graduating. There's a lot of graduations going on for the past 2-3 weeks now. Yeah. So I'm just excited for it. It really is. I'm just so excited for everybody. Everybody who's graduated within 4 years of college, 4 years of high school, 6 years of college.
I was just say, come on now.
7 years.
Shout out to the 3-year associates people, the 5-year bachelor's people, the 6-year bachelor people.
Come on, brother.
The 9-year master's people.
Yes.
Oh, no, 9 years for masters. Because masters are 2 years.
No, but including the bachelors, the masters, and the field work.
Because this shit is hard. This shit is hard as a motherfucker.
No, and you deserve all the love. You deserve to be glorified throughout this whole graduation season.
And shout out to all the creative caps that have come out this year.
Yes, I love it. I don't feel like last year they were doing this so much.
They were, but I feel like last year was the beginning.
The beginning stages.
Last year it was just clever stuff.
Crafty caps.
This year's clever too, but last year it was just reach for the stars and just inspirational shit.
So dun, dun,
from the
dun.
good to the bad.
All right, so last week there was this kid named Andrew Jones. Did I say that? Yeah, Andrew Jones, who's a valedictorian at Amity High School in Louisiana.
Yep. 4.0 in this bitch.
Beautiful, gorgeous kid, 18 years old, and he gets removed from his graduation because he has a beard. Now, all throughout the year, he's had this beard, and he decided that he was going to, tighten it up for his graduation. So the superintendent tells him, including 13 other students, seniors at Amity High School, that they need to cut their facial hair. Now, this happens right around...
Sorry.
Yeah. This happens right around graduation time. And he's like, yo, you guys are telling me to cut my beard around graduation, but I've been giving you all these scholarships. Yeah. I've been holding down my 4.0, being a parent of a child, being, you know what I'm saying? Doing all these amazing things. And now you're telling me to cut my facial hair? And I saw this on the news as well. And somebody was like, they didn't even say anything about his locks. They're going to talk about his beard. I'm like, there's nothing wrong with his locks either. And this was a black man. So I was really like, brother, if you don't sit your ass down.
On the news?
Yes, on the news. Oh, not in New York, though. Because New York would have came. It was somewhere in Mashalakanda. But the point is that now another kid has gotten not attacked, but banned from graduation as well not because of facial hair, but because of the kente cloth he decided to wear that came straight from Ghana. Now this kid, Nairi Holmes, attended a predominantly white high school as well in Oaks High School, Elk Grove, California. Now this student, Nairi, I could only imagine, just in general, being a black child having graduation. Your parents are excited. They're like, yeah, Nairi! Black
people at graduations are, the most fun I've ever, I just love black people at graduations.
Me too. Me
Like,
too.
it's almost a competition of, like, whose family's going to be the loudest.
Right.
And the Smiths will win in this bitch,
Right.
so don't try us. We
The
will
Smiths
win.
will win it. Hey, Frederick.
Standing on the chair like...
Exactly.
So extra. But
So-
it's earned. It's earned. You earned it.
It is, baby. So
Yeah.
this kid, he gets to the stage before you walk. You're by the stage and you're in a long line before you hop on the stage. So a teacher comes up to him and he's like, pass me your cloth. And he's like, no, like, you bugging. This is
My
a
shit.
cultural piece over
I'm
here.
free.
Right. And so he's like, okay, fine. So he gets a gang of other teachers to co-sign.
Okay, I like what you did there.
Of other teachers, these thugs, to come and take his cloth. And he's like, no, like, you're crazy. Like, I'm not doing that. So he goes, you know what? I'm going to call some officers. So he actually gets officers from the Sacramento County Sheriff Department to come and escort him out the graduation, the ceremony. So the Nairi gets the opportunity to go up because the guy didn't come back. The teacher didn't come back yet with the police. He goes up on the stage. He's like, yeah, I got it. Like, I got my cloth on.
Yeah.
They're taking pictures. I'm happy. He gets off the stage and he's greeted by 3 police officers that tell him, like, you need to go. So he's like, yo, you got to be kidding me right now.
Yeah.
So he goes to his family. He tells his family what happened. His dad is outraged. He's like, you have to be kidding me. So then he tries to go back in and get his diploma, and they won't allow it. So he goes to the school, and the security guard, who happens to be black, said, go ahead. Like, go get your stuff.
Yeah.
So he goes in, he gets his diploma, he comes out, and the guy takes a picture with him and says,
The security guard?
Yeah, much love, brother. Stay up and achieve more. Now, there's a couple of quotes that I really thought was amazing about this kid. He goes, as my particular cloth was made by Christians in Ghana, where the kente cloth has been worn by royalty, and during important ceremonies for hundreds, if not thousands of years. He said, if we are forced to wear the European cap and gowns, then we should be able to wear the African kente cloth. And I said, baby, I will be at your college graduation because
That's my baby. That's my baby on stage.
I was just like, this kid is like, he's amazing. And a lot of people, we don't ever think of it in that perspective. Even like with marriages, like how majority of us go to our marriages and we wear white dresses and we don't think in the back of our mind, oh, that was a British thing or that was a European thing and we assimilated that and we do that in our traditions. And it's like, but that's not even your traditions.
Yeah.
I'm speaking about, black people who are descendants of African roots. Shout out to you, Nairi. Shout out to you, Andrew. We are here
It just
for
seems
you.
so fucked up. And why? It does.
Well.
And
It is.
I did a Google search. I couldn't find anything. Maybe I don't know how to work the Googler correctly. But I could not find any stories of, like, white students being banned from graduations. Like, I feel like this only happens with black students, like, in the South of America.
Right.
Or, like, Midwest. Like, like it never happens on, like, the coast or, like, major cities. Like, it's always, like, some small rural town you've never heard of. I'm just like, when the Katie's and the Carly Beth show up, with blue and green and pink hair, like, they're never banned from graduation. I'm just like,
It's funny that you say that because I saw an article too recently. I think it was last week, and it was like when white girls wear purple and green and purple hair, like they're just like being creative. But when a black girl does it, she's ghetto.
It's
so
ratchet,
it's just,
yeah. Like, what? Y'all could keep that.
I think these
Y'all
are the
could
racist
keep
stereotypes that we have to deal with on a daily
bullshit.
basis, and we have to learn to keep embracing our culture. Keep wearing, your hoop earrings. Keep whatever you feel makes you feel good. Keep doing that and stick to being intellectual.
Well,
stick
pull
to
up your
being.
damn pants, though.
Well, brother,
Pull up
come
your
on,
fucking
because
pants.
that's a whole different
Yeah.
part of the game. But
People gonna twist your words and shit. Like, oh, this make me feel comfortable, No, pull your fucking pants up.
No, but I'm definitely saying that I want people to continue embracing their whatever they love to do and still stick to their intellect, still stick to being smart, still stick to applying themselves in school and doing what they have to do. I think that people get caught up in what being smart looks like and what being professional looks like. And it's just like, you didn't create that look. I didn't create that look. Why are we reinforcing it?
I feel like that all the time.
Right.
All the time, but that is our time. Thanks for watching. Make sure you hit that subscribe button in the bottom of the screen. If you're on the desktop, if you are watching on iPhone, just scroll down. And I think it's a scroll down. You know what? I need to check that because I keep telling you all to do that. I might be lying. But yeah, so you can follow her at DJ Madam K. I'm at _ Hey Malcolm. Have a great weekend. Have a safe weekend. Enjoy your Memorial Day weekend. Eat a burger for me. Extra cheese, a little bit, man, a little ketchup.
Have a veggie burger for me.
Blech. And I would like mine.
Those actually don't taste good. They have beans in it, and I'm just like, I'd rather not.
You're trash for that.
I'll just have fries.
All right, well, y'all have a great weekend, and we'll talk next week right here on Still Diverted. Bye.
Bye.